Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okie dokie. So, I was test firing my P90, and unfortunately, my gearbox decided that it did not want to live on the earthly plane anymore. So it committed seppuku, Sudoku. Um, so yeah, gonna have an impromptu stream fixing this thing. Figured that streaming might be easier for my format, anyways, than doing recording. There's no editing this way. Okay. Nothing left of that one. Okay. New gearbox shell. When in doubt, start from scratch. I don't have any special gears. I just have a bunch of 18-1s. So I figured I'd burn through those first before I get a decent set. Why waste the money on it, right? I have tons of gears, and I do this all the time. There's no point in me spending the money on something like that when I've got, especially when I don't have the money for it at this moment in time. So yeah. Put a new pinion gear on the motor, so that'll be good to go. Got, need you. This is not a new gearbox. In fact, this is an old, very old one. Very old. But I got 3 of them, so. And this one had the bigger bearings, so I think it's going to last a little bit longer. Actually, no, I don't want that in there yet. Not yet. Okay. A bit of scrapage there. Oh, I need to see something. So I don't know if you guys saw, but what I just did was I took my feeler gauge set that I picked up recently for shimming, that's why I got it, and tested the clearance between my sector gear and my spur gear. So they're not rubbing on each other like that. Alright, cool. I've actually got some overlap in that mesh. I have two different sets of shims. I have ones that are my Brill Armory ones, and then I've got ones that are like the ones I pulled out of other gearboxes. These are like sacrificial shims that I put up against the bushings. So those are the ones that are going to get worn out, and I don't care if they get super worn out. Now I went for solid brass up here, but I've gone for SEMA ones down here. Pretty sure this is a SEMA gearbox shell. It's so old I can't remember. It's ridiculously old. But we got our warhead motor, and I already checked the motor height adjustment on that one. It is bang on, because you can do that with the P90 gearbox. Don't have to worry about that. And then the last thing I'm going to need to do, pop these apart one last time. Okie dokie, I need magnets. I need a magnet on the back of that bevel gear. by. Piston in. Rotate that a couple times. Get that out of the way. Oh, shoot. Okay. You in? Yeah, you're in. Cool. And that's how we do that. Line up that piston with the tracks. Is it on the tracks? No, not quite. It's on the tracks now. Okay. Step 2. I see some people are watching. If you guys want to shoot me a chat, I am watching the chat, so you know. Oh. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah, the dreaded spring guide. I've got about a 20-second delay on the stream. For those of you guys who are watching, I see I got 3 people watching the stream right now. You guys missed the shimming. Well, some of it anyways. Okay. Got it. Oh, wrong one. Still the wrong one. Looks like I got 6 people watching. Howdy, howdy. So this is the parent P90, or parent ETU. I've got the backboard here. And I just finished putting in the main board. And that's lined up. Just a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's nice and snug. Snug that down. Not too tight. Just so the board doesn't move. Because that's my cutoff lever. The digital cutoff lever. Hmm. Ah, there it is. That's the one I was looking for. Now that I know that works. Hello and welcome to the stream. So if you guys have any questions, I've been doing tech work for about 17 years at this point. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I've got just about as much experience as anybody else out there on YouTube doing this kind of stuff. So if you guys are airsofters, feel free to ask your questions. If you're not airsofters, feel free to ask questions all the same. No, this is not the selector plate. This is the, technically, this is the cutoff lever. Although it's not actually a cutoff lever, because this one is actually replacing the original cutoff lever. Because this is a optical, so I don't know if you can see it, but it says, I'm going to put it there, cycle detect. Probably a little too close. Yeah, cycle detect right there. And that's how it detects how after each cycle has gone through. This gun does not have a selector plate. It's a P90. What it has is a dual stage trigger. So, for those of you who have a P90, this is what you have to look forward to. But servicing a P90 by comparison with other guns, oh, the difference is night and day. Between doing this or doing an M4, M4s have more niceties because there's more of them, but as far as ease of access, getting into it, nothing beats a P90. It's literally 2 screws and the whole gearbox comes out. It's so nice. It's lovely. Didn't feed that right. Didn't run that quite right. Come on. Get on that contact. There we go. Move to this side. You to feed this way. That's nearly everything on this gearbox put back together. Nearly. Oop, not that yet. I need... Oop, go away. You and you. Right. Yes. This way. Parent is very nice with the fact that they give you these screws to reinforce your gearbox. So they actually take it from the threaded side all the way back to the other end, and then they, because normally you'd be going through it this way, but they do it this way so that you can clamshell it, which is nice. Extra reinforcement, I guess, was their thinking. Which you won't have any complaints from me. Oof. I don't have super chat or anything like that, so if you guys want to leave a message, please feel free to. Nicole Andrews looks like the only one who's actually got questions. Please feel free to ask. I don't gatekeep any of this stuff. In fact, I wrote a book on it, so ask away. If you want access to the book, you can look on, I believe, on the summary of my channel. There is a link to the Discord, and the book is on that Discord. It's not the entire book. It's just the first couple sections of it. Because there's a lot of misinformation out there about airsoft as far as how things go together. Some things that are considered commonplace I don't agree with, and some things that are commonplace, sort of commonplace, I do agree with. It really depends on what it is. Oops, that's the wrong side. Is it? No, it's not. Here. This is nowhere near like what I do for other people. This is my own gun. And when it comes to working on your own stuff, on my own stuff anyways, at least for me, I don't know if it's the same for other techs out there, but I would imagine it is. It's not as much fun and you just want to get done. Oh gosh. So all in all, it's a decent setup. Everything's in there shimmed tight. I'm not worried about the external on the gearbox. This thing is beat up as all get out. Parent ETU, standard 18-1 gears, but with the parent ETU and the warhead motor, the rate of fire keeps up, and I've got the Zaku drum mag, which is this one down here. And this keeps up with that. If I try to bump the rate of fire on this too much more, it doesn't keep up, but this, just 18-1 is consistent, so I keep it at that. I'm going for reliability, not shock and awe. Where's my cribbers? Crib that nice. There we go. That's not moving. We're good. We're solid. Put her back in the gun. see another viewer in there besides... Oh, that's probably me. Huh. Couldn't quite get the exact settings I wanted on OBS, so... Yeah, that is me. Duh. Oh, I'm the only one watching. Okay, cool. That'd be why that wasn't working. You're the only person who's watching besides myself. There we go. Now for the fun part, which is getting this lead connected to that piece. So, what I do is I take a forceps, okay. Oh, it's not terrible. It's really not. It's more fiddly. Hold still. When it's miserable, you'll hear swearing. This is not miserable. Okay, I need a better look. No. Get back here. You have sausages of fingers? Well, that's why you get tools like these. Then I gotta look down here, make sure that that wire stays down and out of the way, or else it'll get hit by the hop-up when I put the upper receiver in there. Okay, that's out of the way. We're good to go. So we take our upper. Hey, don't get that song in my head. I don't want to get copyright striked. There we go. Alright. Take our battery. And we take our 2mm. Alrighty. So we got power, we got battery, we got a buttstock. Throw that on there, and we'll take it over to the chrono, and we'll take a look and see how this thing performs. Check our box back battery. Yeah, we're good. What I have not done is I haven't swapped this box mag battery over from Dean's. Oh, it sounds crunchy because it's 3-round burst. It's not actually crunchy. Yeah, semi is set for 3-round burst. I can change that. But do I want to? Not really. At least not this second. There we go. Yeah, okay. In a delectable way. Alright, cool. We've got feeding. Where's my chrono? Chrono. That work? Okay. So, we're having issues. I did turn down the rate of fire. So let's pull that out. Disconnect the battery. You know what? That might explain why it's doing that. To burst count, AB, precocking, 6, 7. Firing mode, burst count, AB, trigger, rate of fire, black hole alarm, DSG off, trigger calibration, master reset off. Okay. Let's see. We have issues with compression. Okay, well, I have another problem with this thing. I have not actually fielded this since the last time I built it, or since did the upgrade. So I'm having compression issues somewhere, so I'm going to check the hop up and see what's wrong, if it's my bucking or if it's my, because I'm definitely not getting it out of the gearbox. Oops, forgot to decock the spring. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's what the Jackie looks like, by the way. If anyone was wondering. Sexy little beast. Alright. Yes, I was programming the ETU. And there's my hop-up and inner barrel. Way to go. You knew it. Don't look at this part. I'm not going to show you that. It's ugly. Yes, you do look like an insane person talking to yourself in the comments, but I'll give you this much. Most people do end up talking to themselves quite frequently, so don't feel bad. I'm not going to hold it against you if you do. My bucking's good. So it's definitely my nozzle issue. I have a nozzle length issue. If I sort that, this thing will be fantastic. But that'll be for another time. It's getting late. No, I'm not going to show you. It looks nasty. I'm ashamed of what I've done. I don't want to order parts for this thing. I don't want to order parts. I use what I've got, and having a customer buy something is one thing, but buying it for myself is something I don't like doing. I know what parts to use. I know what's good. Or what's generally good. Because I don't have the funds to go out and go buy stuff, so I rely on other YouTubers to give me, to spend their money and give me their advice. But I only choose from a couple who do that. There's only a couple guys. There's Luke from Negative Airsoft. There is, because he goes through, he's got like deals and such. And then there's Russell Customs. I reach out to him. He's fantastic, by the way. If you don't have a good airsoft gun, reach out to Russell's Customs. What is what, Nicole Leander? You got to keep in mind, I've got like a 30-second delay on this video, on the stream. Oh, if you're referring to the gun, yes, it is a steampunk amalgamation of thing. Oh, the whole gun is Frankenstein. Everything is. Like literally, there's no matching gears. There's no matching gearbox. The gears I pulled probably out of an M4. And they're King Arms gears, or I think no, they're not King Arms gears. They've got an X on them, so I think that might be JG. I'm not sure, but they were solid, and they don't have. That's ugly. I used packing tape on the ring to make it tight, so it doesn't wobble on the. It still wobbles, but when it's in the receiver, it doesn't wobble all that bad. Basically, I threw this together so I could test the gun. I've never fielded it like this. Never fielded it like this. This was just for testing. Pretty much all of my guns, though, are Frankenstein. So I got this classic Army body with probably a G&G gearbox in there. But this thing's shooting, what, 400 feet per second? But I do everything as far as the gearbox first, and then I'll take apart the gearbox again, get the nozzle right, and that'll be the last thing I do. And put it all back together. I should do it the other way around, but I just haven't because I don't think about it. I think about making sure that the hard part is done out of the way, and then I get the easy stuff done. So, yeah. That's this one. And this one's set up as a DMR, so going to full auto doesn't do anything. It's basically safe. It'll flip to full auto, no problem, but it doesn't do anything. There's no battery in this one right now. The other one that's a Frankenstein is this. Another classic Army body. It's a M15A1 civilian version. I don't know why they have a full auto in the civilian version and why they made it this, but it should be M16A1, but it's not. Let's not lose shims. It should say M16A1, but it's not. But this one is semi, half trigger for three round burst, and full trigger for full auto. But these both have M4s or M4 variants have the Perrin V2 lighting in them, and they both shoot fantastically. I wanted to get these ones done first because these are my loners. Technically, they're both angry. They're both shooting 400 feet per second. The only thing I have left to do on these is get some E-clips for the dust covers. I've got the pins for them. I just need to get the E-clips to hold the pins in place so they don't fall out when they're getting used. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I've got one person watching it right now, aside from myself, so I can see the comments as they come in. If you guys have any questions about airsoft, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on the Discord channel. I've got a couple different technicians in there, as well as Russell from Russell's Customs. If you guys ever have any questions about getting a custom gun built, reach out to him. His stuff is expensive. He charges a premium for it because it is premium work. He uses premium tools and all that stuff, but of course he doesn't charge you for labor. He's charging you for parts. That's what he says on his website, at least. Although I would assume he's getting paid somehow, so he's probably got... he's charging you what you would charge for market price, but I'm assuming he's got an LLC and he's got a licensing agreement with some of these guys, so he can get what he needs. For cheaper. But yeah. For those of you guys who don't know who Sam I Am is, that was my other YouTube channel. That was where I did like gaming and stuff like that. But this is Flip Airsoft Productions. Flip Out Airsoft Productions. Oh yeah, don't hesitate to ask questions. I've got a lot of information from myself and other guys in the Discord. I'm hoping to get some more guys. I know that Russell's out of Texas, which is the furthest one we've gotten so far. I'm hoping that to provide this as sort of a way to reach out to technicians who are local to you. Now, in the case of Russell, he doesn't advertise doing repairs. So I don't know that he does. He hasn't actually answered that question yet, but he did join the Discord, and I did set him up with a channel and all that. Have him set up with a channel for all those items as well. He's got all his badging and everything, just waiting on a response from that to that question. Now I got another viewer here. Please hesitate to ask. Hello, extra viewer. Please do make yourself known. I'm here to answer questions. So if you missed the stream, or if you're going back to watch, worked on this today. This is my P90. Parent ETU, P90 ETU. I got it when it came out, as well as a warhead motor in there. So I've got the brushless, the ETU, M120 spring in there. And it runs smooth, but I had the sector gear sheared a couple teeth, so I had to replace the gears in it, clean it out, and I ended up just swapping out for a complete new gearbox with 9mm bearings instead of the 7 or 8s that I had before. If you guys enjoy the information, please do leave a like. I've got a bunch of other information available. As soon as this goes up, I'm going to be putting information in the description, what we were working on. All my footage so far has been just raw. I haven't, I don't have an editor, and I'm not really all that good at it, to be honest. I haven't put in the effort to edit when all my effort is going to working on airsoft guns. I don't really have the opportunity to do that. Well, with that, folks, I'm going to call it a night. Hope you guys have a good one. Play safe, play fair, and I'll catch you on the next one.